going? Okay, you restarted it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's very flattering. I would die if Scott Card or anybody else said, I meant to get your book, and you're like, oh, let me. That is so cool. It would.
Yeah, wow. This was weird.
The nature of what we do this for fun, but I do it to get our name out, and it is so flattering to get an email or to be in a public place and say, oh, aren't you so-and-so? Not to take away from your work, but when we were in Denver, I saw someone wearing one of our hats. Because he had won last year, and we weren't up there last year. Captain T-Rex, the executive producer and the one that started iSci-Fi, had taken up some material to auction off to help offset the cost of it. And I saw this kid with an iSci-Fi hat, and I'm going, that looks just like... That is one of ours that we've made. I'm like, where'd you get it? I said, oh, I won it on the silent auction last year.
It's awesome.
And I'm just thinking, that is so cool that I'm 600 miles from home, or however many miles it is, and people know your work.
Well, and it was so fun to have your posters and stuff out, and then we found out that there was a free table where I put a bunch of stuff there, and I went back. It was Sunday night, or packing up. I gotta go back and get Paul's stuff, and it was practically all gone. And I was just like, Paul's gonna be so excited! I never waited.
It was funny.
Thank
We put up a little tent that said "Friends of iSci-Fi." Yes, they're free, and people would look at it and go, "Oh, this is really neat." And they'd ask their son, "Oh, you want this?" No, they're free. Oh, when we moved to the freebie table, they were getting snatched up like candy.
It was really,
cool.
Excited.
I remember a lady going, I love books about dragons.
Yep.
When does this come out? And I said, it came out just now. It's available on
brand new. Go to Amazon.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, they got more books. They got more books on Amazon, so that's good. And it's like $20.76, I think, on Amazon. So it's pretty good price.
That's really reasonable for a book.
Yeah, it's $25.95 on the cover, and you can get it on my website. You can get them for $23, including shipping, and I'll sign it and send it to you if you want. So,
cool.
But, yeah.
And Saturday's going to be pretty awesome.
Saturday's the huge book release party here in the House of Genesse. You know, the opening of the art gallery, which at some point we should take a quick look.
Actually, we're gonna pan the camera around and take some shots. You can tell us what we're looking at. Yeah, the party's May 10th from 3 to 9. The address is on my website if you look in the news and events, or just email me. Everybody's welcome to come. You actually don't have to RSVP. You can just show up. It's fine. Only asked for RSVP because you didn't,
I wanted RSVPs in the beginning, and now I'm okay because like a little over 100 people are coming right now, so it's gonna be huge. But everybody's welcome to come. So we'll have food and drinks and fun, and not alcohol, but family friendly. Yeah, get drunk before you come. And
what?
The bar at the Hilton where Mountain Con is going to be is being renamed, and they are renaming drinks.
Okay,
They're
for
going
the
to be
convention.
in costume for the convention, and she's just scrolling some of the drinks names. And
who is?
Angione is, and one of them is Firefly, and the other one is Why Is the Rum Gone?
Pirates! There's pirates there!
Yeah. And another plug back to our website, isci-fi.tv. Anytime I do something on the site, it says special event, the House of Genesse.
Cool.
Okay. That we're talking about the Golden Cord. There are links to the chat room. You don't have to have special software installed to get in the chat room. If you have a web browser, you can get in the chat room. If you have a computer, you can watch the video as well if you're on a high-speed internet connection. That's really the only drawback. Those that are listening live right now can also get the podcast that, knock on wood, will be published before your book release party Saturday, so hopefully Friday night I have it up on iTunes and we start getting downloads.
And just a quick blurb, the Mountain Con tickets right now are $35. So go
yeah, totally go to I'm going to be at Mountain Con. Mountain Con's fantastic.
MountainCon.org?
Lots of fun.
MountainCon.org.
They got some serious guests coming this year, like
there's some.
Kevin Sorbo's coming.
We were watching Superman 2 the other day, and I'm like, I get to meet this person. This is so cool.
So lots of cool media people are going to be there. Like a really cool writer, Brandon Sanderson's going to be there.
Brandon's has some stuff in his back pocket that's just amazing.
Yeah, I've read his books. He's awesome. I've met him a few
awesome
times.
guy.
Really cool guy.
But let me grab the camera, and Paul, you can tell us about what we're looking at.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Why don't I go over here?
Corky just came in.
Hey, Corky from Purple Dragon Comic, or
Purple Dragon Games.
Purple Dragon Games. If I say comics again, he's probably going to kick my butt.
Okay, well, right here you have a piece by Ciruello Cabral. He's the cover artist for the Golden Cord. That's the cover piece for the Golden Cord. It's called Moon Dragon. It's really, really beautiful. I love this piece.
And that dragon melts people.
Oh yes, it totally does. And like, in the cover really works for the book because the world is this huge plateau world, and these mountains rise up from this ocean of mist. I don't know if you can see the mist. And then the people live on these plateaus, and they look off the edge, and they see this just abyss of clouds, and nobody knows what's below them. Nobody knows what's down there. And in this, there's a dragon flying up out of it, so that's really cool. And the moon is like really, really close to the world, and when the moon is really close, it causes all sorts of problems.
Yeah, kind of hard to see the moon in the background with the light coming off of it.
Can you pan out or something?
Yeah, I got it.
But anyway, and then over here a little bit, right in here, this is a piece by Ruth Thompson. She's one of my favorite artists. Go to tarnished.images.com to see lots of her stuff. So that one's called Vendetta, I believe. I love that piece. And then there's some more Ruth. That one's a like priestess or something. That's an Egyptian priestess. And then Ruth's got an angel. That's the archangel Raphael, I believe. There's lots more pieces down here. And if you spin around, we're going to go to the Keith Parkinson wall. So this wall right here is dedicated to Keith Parkinson. He's a really, really famous fantasy artist. You may have seen his art on like the EverQuest online computer game or many book covers. Keith died actually of leukemia a couple of years ago. And I met him a few times. He was an awesome guy. It's really sad. He leaves behind a wife and a couple of kids. So go out and buy the Keith Parkinson hardcover art book, which is, you can find it on Amazon.com or whatever. These are some old pieces that I had. This is one of my little favorites over here. It's called Desert Wings. I need to get a better frame for it, but beautiful piece.
If it's washed out, guys, that's because the camera is picking up the light reflecting off the glass on these frames.
Oh,
so
come
you gotta come down on
Saturday.
Saturday. He's out in West Jordan.
South Jordan.
South Jordan, West Sandy, whatever. This is Paul, by the way, on camera. I got 3 minutes of tape left.
Okay.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we better
let's
wrap it up.
up.
Well, hey, come to the book release party. Just have a good time. Bring your friends. Hang out. We'll talk about writing and books and dragons and whatever. It's family friendly. And please come by and see me. And if not, then I'm going on a book tour all over the place. Check my website, mostly the West Coast, but I'll be hitting the Midwest, Indianapolis, Chicago area, Denver at Worldcon a little later in the summer. Also, if you live in the Salt Lake area, on June 6th at the Barnes & Noble and Sugar House, big book signing from 7 to 9. Come there. Free posters and bookmarks and stuff like that. So just come by and say hi.
And of course, we knew it was Paul. You've been sitting on camera all day.
Right.
See, this is what happens when you work and do this. So we're gonna call it a night. Thanks for everybody that joined in too. Corky just signed in and said, "Hi all."
Hey, Corky.
We're signing off. He has a really interesting store. It's in the Castle of Chaos on 33rd South. So he has a store and a gaming area to play Dungeons and Dragons and Hero Clicks and Pokemon and so forth. And he's been a good supporter. But this is Paul Genesse, Jeff, Chris, you can move your hand. And we're iSci-Fi, and thanks for listening and watching. And please support Paul. Go to paulgenesse.com. You got a lot of information about what's coming up, and buy his book, folks. He needs to feed.
Buy the book because you like fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're off. Thank you.
Thank you.